straight into. Alrighty. I'm just gonna click play. See what I was doing. Ah. Yeah. All right. Well, baby's been asleep. I just didn't want to start streaming until like they'd been asleep for a little bit. So I was just kind of toying around with things in the meantime. So. What was I gonna do? I was thinking I was toying around with this, was the thought. I like how that dynamically does that. That's quite nice. What was it that I wanted to do? Right, so I've been considering stuff. The walls. Yeah, it's seen better days, you know. Yeah, definitely seen better days. I should just use some of these. Go low on stress there. How you doing, Whale Lord? Unwashed discs this second. So I've been considering. The next thing on my list was to add a player container that I put things in, right? Which I've got like boxes that I was planning to use for this purpose, right? But the main kind of problem that I have before I even get there is I'm starting to wonder whether or not the item slot inventory limitation is the way I want to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do that. It's whatever. I'll fix it someday, but those are warnings I don't care about. It's just like a stupid Unity error where like if you put anything and you make it negative scaled, it like throws a fit at you. Like I don't understand why they can't understand that. Like it's just the thing is still the same size. Still the same size. It's just inversed, right? Like I don't know. Yeah, the first time I did it, the stream didn't go so well the first time. It was a 6-minute stream before baby decided that no stream. But she seems to be back asleep now, so I think she just pooped and was unhappy about it. So that was a very small one. I'm sure you guys needed to know that information. Yeah. So I've been considering this about item slots versus the good old weight systems that you see in other games. Now, I think slots is nicer as like a thanks for eating a biscuit. That's just my kind of like chicken thing, but I like it when people do it. Say that here. I like this. I think slots work in a lot of like the kind of very traditional survival horror games because they have very limited types of items, right? You have, you know, again, you have like a healing item, but you don't have like 15 different healing items, right? And so it works for that. But what I'm kind of considering is having, I don't know, like lots of different like food items you can be picking up, or different like things like that. In which case, I feel like it's gonna make it worse if you have a slot limitation than a weight limitation. Does this make sense? Or do you think I'm crazy? Because I don't know, it's just something that I feel is gonna bother me if I like have this and I have like a ton of different items and you only have 4 slots. Or like, I mean, you can upgrade it, right? So you'll have more slots. So the tentative idea is, you know, you'll go out, you know, you'll go out here, you'll try to collect as much stuff as you can before coming back. Oh god, it's a little unfortunate. Let's just run back here for a second. See if he's still there. I think he was over here. What was that? Right, so you would, you know, loot up as much as you can, and then head back, you know, store some items, buy some as much as you can. And when eventually you also get too damaged or too stressed, you would want to take a sleep to like recover all that type of stuff. That sounds like AA. No? Oh no, it's AN. No? Or is it AI? No, I am boning this one. Oh, was it, man? Well, anyways, well, so this thing is like, you're not gonna just have scrap. I haven't built out all the items that you're gonna have. But yeah, so that was another thing that I was thinking about, was whether or not, this is what's a lot in the up in the air. The main concept that I think I have solidified is maybe this would make it just generally simpler, but ooh, actually, okay, so I'm just thinking, okay, so let me think aloud here. So instead of thinking in my brain, I'm gonna filter this out. Okay. So, right, like I just built scrap because I just needed something to pick up. But, okay, so what if I made it so that you have a general currency type thing? I'm not going to make it money because it doesn't make sense in the context of the story that, like, this whole lab's going to die. Like, everyone's, like, going to get collapsed and pretty much die. But they're just going to, like, trying to help you survive and get away. So it doesn't make sense that they would take money because there's no money value. But, like, maybe they would take some sort of, like, miracle or, like, I'm kind of like a miracle polymer or something. I'm not sure what to call it yet, but some like thing that they can just universally transmute into something that's useful, right? So you'd be like collecting a lot of these, and so you can collect some of those things. That's just like a resource that you get, and then instead of like necessarily maybe like scrap or other things, maybe there's like specific random components or specific things you can find, maybe that they're one-offs, and if you bring them back to the center base where these people are, they might want to like buy them in exchange for other things. I think capitalism and post-apocalyptic war. Yeah, it does make it difficult for just like motivations. Because like at least if you're in an actual post-apocalyptic world, making like a Fallout, you know, the people still want to survive. But with the lore of this game, these people, because Warlord doesn't know, I'll just give him a rough lay down of the world. The idea here is you're waking up in a lab. The person that wakes you up is kind of like this, one of the cyber backups of these directors that used to run the planet. The planet was been completely destroyed several hundred years ago, and the person that like this like cyber backup kind of thing. So it's like a computerized version of their like personality. Wants to like figure out what happened before the lab completely collapses, because it's like they can see and it's going to collapse in like 10 days or something like that, and they just want to know what happened. And so you have to go to certain areas and kind of do this like clue like mechanic to figure out, you know, the main person that was the wrong person, how they destroyed it, and kind of like where they set off the chain of events that cascaded into the destruction of the planet. And in the process of that, you're gonna like rescue other kind of these kind of like backup type things that are actually kind of humanoid in sense, and they're gonna like help you by selling you stuff, and also you can use them to take them places and stuff like that. And so those guys were the guys that I was thinking would have things that they could sell to you. And they might also have certain items that they want to buy from you to like exchange. But again, that's kind of the weird part of like they're kind of dead, and they're also not like planning to like go places and use items for other things really necessarily, right? So like, why would they be selling you things, I guess, is the other question. That is a good question. I mean, maybe they like just want to be able to do things, like they need an item to finish some of their research or something like that. Maybe they're like taking these last 10 days to figure out what they want science-wise or something, and so that's why they want to have some items. That could be a motivation. And so you're saying there are portals. Wouldn't they try to escape? What if one-off portal? Yeah. One person travels. So it's the idea is, yeah, again, they're already kind of dead. And so they're not trying to escape necessarily. They can't like leave the lab. And then, okay, so if they're not trying to leave the lab, I guess, yeah, I think the motivation of like just them trying to like finish up some scientific endeavors that they wanted to do, like they're kind of also realizing that their time is done, so they want to figure out maybe as much as they can, do something fun in the last little time. So maybe that's why they want some random items. So they'll have some like random items that they want. They'll trade it to you for the whatever the like the currency I have is like nanite particles or something. I don't know, things that like make things by magic or something. And then you can also like per day buy things from them. I think was maybe the way I would do it. Kind of nice thing about that is that if I'm doing that, then you can kind of maybe keep the item slots, because then you don't have to craft as many things. Like you don't have to have like lots of different items to make crafting recipes. It's more like a trade-in, like specific junk items that don't have a value in themselves except for to trade in to people. And maybe they have even like a base trade-in value. You can do that, or you can have, you know, healing items and stuff like that. And maybe I just have bandages and sedatives, and the only thing you can really do is improve how good they are via upgrades, but you can't actually can't get like super pills or something, or like super anti bandages or something like that. It's just bandages, and then you can upgrade how good they are. I wouldn't necessarily gate any areas off them, because the areas are all going to be free roaming in that sense. Oh yeah, Karazest, I forgot. I added this thing for you. Doggo roll call. There is Kirby here. He is over there. Like Mayor loses his underwear and started. You would find items, I think, is the kind of idea. All right. Have a good time at your job, AK. Thanks for dropping in. So I don't necessarily, and more to it, like, I think in Stardew Valley they also had things. I'm not sure if they had them. I don't think they probably weren't random. They were probably like all scripted, but like it would be more generic. Like, hey, I need, you know, like in Stardew Valley. I don't know if they ever. I think I had something like, hey, give me 10 copper ores or something like that, right? Of course, copper ores and stuff were useful in themselves in Stardew, but like this would be like, find me 10 of these machines or something, or certain things. Like you could maybe have scrap metal still. Like, hey, I need a bunch of scrap metal to make a machine or something. So if you get me 20 of those, I'll give you some of these polymer thingies. Or maybe even if I didn't even want to, I could avoid the whole currency thing and actually make it so that each day they wanted, hey, give me 10 wires and 30 scrap metal and I'll give you this upgrade, right? So I guess I could do some of those things, and then some items would be less stack count and more stack count. I would avoid the weight mechanics. The reason why, the reason I think I would do weight mechanics. Sorry, I will give the doggo some treats. Here, so you can see. don't know how good that was probably not very good cameras. Oh, actually, wow, I failed. She's been so quiet. No, where'd she go? Where'd you go, honey? Stop hiding. Where's the camera shot? There she is. She's here too. I kind of forgot that she's here. She just was so quiet and she was behind me, so I didn't remember that she was here. Normally I only have one dog, but since the wife was putting down the kiddo, I was doing other things. The Corgi DLC, yeah. I need to figure out some way of introducing a Corgi in some way. Maybe one of the directors will have a pet Corgi in some way, but I don't know if they're going to be like a robo-dog or whatever, but that might be kind of how it's set up. Yeah, it's it's learning pains, okay? I gotta improve here. Save the Corgi. Base game Douglas. I think at one point we were saying that we're gonna have like zombie Corgos who would nip your knees. They would just like race beneath you and you have to like avoid them nipping your knees. Oh, what about early? Picked over. Having a good time. Oh, I didn't play, did it? Why? Why you fail me like this? There you go. Terror sausages. Yeah, I don't know. I'll need to find someone that can make a zombie Corgi. Like, and then I'll just like run and nip your knees. Be very hard to avoid. I don't know. The only thing is, like, I don't know, like, how would a zombie Corgi deal with you closing the door on them? Would they just whine? They would bark at you. They would bark you and it would bark at you and it would stress you out. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Yeah, so okay. My thoughts on this is I might limit a certain amount of items. I'll have like specific one-offs you'd have to carry that are kind of uniquer items, but they'll be used for kind of higher level crafting stuff. Have a good one. Cylinder rotated 90 degrees, add pathing, color beige, done. That's one way of doing it, I guess. In that case, yeah, I think I like that. We'll try it. It's not like the end of the world if I have to switch to pounds later or like weights. I just want to make this. I think I'll make this first. So, there is. Yeah, okay, so let's just work on some of that stuff. So, first thing, I will have to make a screen that is like the inventory transfer screen, right? It's gonna be kind of like inventory. It's gonna be very much like inventory, except for the fact that it is not inventory screen. It's like saying I'm gonna feed them my knees, but anything works, you know. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, Karazist. Okay, let's just set this to a normal speed thing. Okay. Now, the concept behind the inventory transfer is you would see one side, I guess, is the inventory, probably the left side, and the other side is the container. But then you probably still need a panel, and I might put the panel in the middle. That would have still the description of whatever item you've selected, and the options to like transfer some, you know, that type of thing. You're writing on red lights. Isn't that like a crime or something to like cover up red lights? I know you probably mean waiting, but just couldn't help it, okay? So it's their plan to almost comedically commit to a bit of a sad apocalypse times, like in Lethal Company or in Shotgun Roulette. You open a cabinet to find one sad crouton. Yeah. I still haven't quite like decided if I'm gonna like how dark the game's gonna be. I'm thinking like I'm not gonna make it. My inclination is to not make it that like serious, right? So I have like a little bit of jokingness and that type of stuff. Just because I find like so many games, like I've seen a lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of indie horror games that try to be serious, and then they're not. They don't have the quality of writing to kind of sell you on that, and they just sound super corny. And so I'd rather not do that in that sense, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I basically have. Oh, Kirby, why are you barking at me? Wait. Just lay down. Be happy. You had your treats. Okay, so detailed view. What I'm going to do is this now wants to be centered, I think. I should be centering it. And then I also need to make the pivot 0.5 so that it's centered. Although actually, wait. Part of that I didn't want to move. I want to keep this in the corner and a closed text in the corner. Those can all be up there. And that's fine. Well, then they'd always be red though, so wouldn't that still make, like, you know, traffic issues? Imagine it being green and red at the same time. What would you do? I mean, it's late at night. I mean, 7's not that cold, right? But yes, I'm Canadian. I'm sure if you lived in like Montana or something, it'd be colder right now. Or like Michigan or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know weather in other places. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this 1.5 and then 0. So this will be in the center. I'm tempted though to make this a little bit smaller for this version. Oh crap, nothing's scaling with it. Cool. So let's make this 30 and 30. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah. Yep, the Celsius isn't out. Okay. Yeah. You definitely got me there. I cannot get out of that one. Measure our temperature in freedoms per medical bill. That's a way to describe it. All right, okay, 600. Let's do that. And then we're gonna get items. And do I say stretch, but I probably set the max to 0.5, and then I set the right to, yeah, sure, 300. Let's just make this an exact number. And the left, that's why the left can't be a little bit closer. Maybe like 80 or something, or even 60. Yeah. And then I do hate to bring it up, but the health plus stress bar container is spelled a little Sprongled. Connotainer. Yeah. No, you'll find yourself right at home in this chat. Karazest is an avid spell checker of mine. So go right ahead. Rename file. Bing bada boom. Okay. Here we go. Fixed. So then I was now doing items. Doing this. Okay. Then we would take this and this. We would duplicate it. And then we'll go to container. Title. Text. We go this. We go, yes, negative 60 was it or something? What was, yeah, 60. Okay. Then I gotta change my pivot so that it's still negative 60. Change that, and then we say container. And so why is items? That should totally be higher. Let's make this 170. This can also be 170. Yeah. Then all I gotta do here is go container items, and then this will be 0.5 and 1, and then the right will be negative 60, or it's just 60. 60, and then the left will be 300. Yeah, there we go. So now it's kind of mirrored. So the idea is that it was like a whole planet that was just devoted to scientific research, and they just did a bunch of different random things. They were just kind of like a whole planet of mad scientists. And thus, there's a little bit of everything that's going wrong here. That's why when things went wrong, they blew up there. They were studying portal technology. There's a less than 0 chance you open a door and you just drop into Alberta. Yeah. Oh, more than 0. Yeah. Yeah, I got the idea. What did I do? 1 second. Wife just needed to rant a little bit. So Figured I'd spare you guys from that. Supposedly she had gotten the first child almost asleep, and then I made noises when I went in to deal with the baby the first time, and so I might have woken the other baby up when he was about to be asleep, and she wasn't happy that I had done that. So yeah, I just had to vent that out, and then it's all good though, all fine. Nothing too crazy. Okay. I wonder if I should be. No, I'm gonna keep those out. I was wondering if I should put them on top here, but no. It doesn't need to be that. Whoa, Sandy Lee, coming in hot. That's what Sandy Lee's doing. How you doing, Sandy Lee? How you been doing? Okay. So I want to make a new screen. It's not inventory screen, but is kind of like it. So I might just duplicate this and then make the thing called inventory transfer screen. Okay, that's good. Okay is better than not okay. Yes, okay. And then I need to go open this. So we I don't know, Sandy, is that like a name that you chose of what did you really go like Sandy Lee 1? No. Sandy Lee 2? No. Sandy Lee 3? No. Sandy Lee 4? No. And you just do that like 333 times until you got to 334, or is 334 just a cool number to you? I feel like it's probably the latter, but you know, who knows? It could not be. Maybe you actually did go 333 times. Also, it wouldn't surprise me at all if there was 333 other Sandy Lees. There was once Sandy Lee 333. Okay. Do I want to change it like that? Do I just use this? I think they should probably be separate contexts. So I'll just make this, make this change. So just replace this. Replace it. Now, I don't actually care about dropped items in this world, so I can actually drop those. I actually still care about consumables because you might still want to consume items from this menu, but you can't drop them from this menu. So you're always going to have the other transfer item option, I think. I don't think I'm going to have items that you're not allowed to, like, transfer out of your inventory. I don't think so. Because if they're like transferred into a container, that's fine. You're not like losing the item. So that should be okay. So I do need to change this. What I'll do is we'll rename this to inventory _items. this. See this? There you go. Yep. Now I think about it, I don't think there has really ever been a Canadian horse survival game, like purely Canadian horse hunt. Will there be a creamy poutine? I don't know. I'm sure there's like some like, have we Google this? Canadian horror game. What you want to bet there's like a lumberjack that wants to kill you or something? Wow. Can I spell? These are just games. Horror game set in Canada. Wait. Okay. Until Dawn's supposedly in Canada, but it's not like long dark. These are just like made in Canada though, I feel. Yeah, they're not like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I don't know if there's Mass Effect. Yeah, Mass Effect is setting in Canada. None of them have like, I guess maybe this cross-country Canada. Wasn't there like also like Death Road? And is this right? Yeah, Death Road to Canada. There we go. Horror game, Canada, in the name. Road trip. I don't know why. What's so? Oh, it's road trip to Canada. I don't know. Did I delete? I deleted something that I shouldn't have. Yeah, I should have just deleted this. And then currently, yeah, all right. They're only heading. It's more Canadian than a murderous lumberjack. Yeah, you could just have a moose. You know, those things are freaking scary. Watch this like one clip. The moose wasn't even doing anything like scary. It was just this one clip of this hiker that like was walking down this path and they saw a moose and then they like hid behind trees and like filmed this moose walk by him. Like, it was freaking horrifying. Just like this massive creature with their gigantic antlers. Like, they could mess you up. Like, legitimately. Yeah, our healthcare system. That's something to be scared of, definitely. God help you if you have, like, cancer. Selected item context. Selected item is droppable. Selected item is consumable. Okay. Wait. That's where I deleted these. And then they came back, but it maybe just undid that. So, okay. Consumable currently. Selected item. Okay. And then we are going to change this to inventory underscore items. I did not do the proper capitalization on this, so I must change it. Inventory items. Beep, bop, boo. All right. And then, okay. Then the other thing I need to do is container items, basically. So there's inventory items, and then there's container. Spelled it right this time, I think. Container items. And then we're gonna go loop loop. And then we're gonna go rename the first one to inventory items. And this will be then underscore container. Did it? Oh my god. It would do that. It would do that. Yep. Okay, well, let's just rename this one to container items then. Container items. And then rename this one to underscore inventory items. Bing bada boom. Alright. And then this container items just needs to have the container items binding. And then we hook those things up. Inspecting inventory. So yeah, there's actually, so I need to do player inventory. And then we go container inventory. Okay. And so okay. I might push this into an init function because I actually need to give this information now. Yeah. Set I mean, I guess that can be fine, but probably just supply in an inventory. Our inventory manager dot inventory. Container underscore container inventory equals container. We're not going to do any of the select part in here. We are going to add all of them items in there to this. Pet the doggo. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna pet this doggo, but I'll actually go. Okay, go up. Bring the bone. Go up. Hey, eat the bone up here. The people can love and adore you. You can even have some treats. Put them in the bone. There we go. Okay. We'll see how long he stays there. I have doubts. Okay. I don't know if I'll have max slots implemented on containers, but in case I do, I will do this. I will need to go container items dot clear. Yeah. Such a great thing to come to work when all the night tasks have failed. And that is such a dog. My goodness. He's a very cute dog. Good boy. Good saddle. He's so much better at night. I know. It's definitely a thing. And when he has a bone, I guess. But, I guess I also got to do that, because otherwise I'm going to get a endless loop here. Okay. Okay. And then, so basically when I open this, I always need to go set container to set the container that I'm looking at. That should actually do most of the things I think I need. Well, at least to set it up. So I'm gonna pop it, I'm gonna clear both of these, I guess. Select item null, move my flocker flags, and that told you all of his opinions for that area. Okay, so when you click an item, you select it. If you select the item, we're not going to care about this. We'll do the rest. Consume selected item. We're going to consume it. Thanks for eating the biscuit, lady. So this actually might need to be tweaked, because I actually don't know if it's in the player inventory or in the other inventory. How would I know that? I think so right now. Alright. Thanks, I guess. I'm pretty sure that there must be better streamer beards out there, I'm sure, but thanks for the compliment. I really don't do much to earn it. I'm just gonna, it's more out of laziness than anything that exists. Okay, right, so I was gonna check for this thing. Item display. If I have a thing that's on click, it calls this, right? And it sends the context. Now, yeah, and the trouble is that I guess what I could do is unselected item. Fairly majestic spoken like a true lumberjack. And you laugh heartedly while chopping old pines with a beard like that. I guess so. I've chopped a lot of wood in my day, and I don't know necessarily say I'd want to chop more. You know, it's kind of the thing, you chop when you need to, but I wouldn't say it's like an activity that's like fun. You get what I mean? Yes, I think what I'm going to try is, I think if I go selected item inventory, let's go selected inventory, right? When I select the item, which is only through the selected item process, I believe. And that's the only time, besides setting it to null, that we actually set it. So I should be able to, in here, say if, because yeah, so if underscore inventory items dot contains item instance yeah, you sell chart hard flannel. I do have a red flannel shirt. I'm sure you could find the stream that I have that I'm wearing that. I'm not wearing it now, obviously, but it wasn't that long ago that I was wearing it. It's like the classic red and black, you know. Underscore inventory contains. So if this contains it, then we're gonna set underscore selected inventory equals underscore player inventory. Player. Oh my god, why? Yeah, player inventory. Selected inventory equals the underscore container inventory. Don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm gonna say. Right? Yeah, nice. One-liner. Okay. So now we got the selected inventory, and so now we have to do this instead. So we convert it to a consumable item, consume it, and then oh god. Okay, so if underscore selected inventory equals underscore player inventory, then we will remove it from there. Else we are going to remove it from underscore container items, and then here if selected inventory dot max slots is greater or equal to 0. I guess it has to be greater than 0. It's greater than 0. Because that means it has a limitation. If it's negative, then it won't have a limitation. Selected consumable value is false. Is false. Okay. Drop selected item. So this is not going to be used. But I'm going to have a similar thing. So I'm just going to rename this to transfer selected item. You found the stream that I was wearing the flannel? Yeah. Give it to Karazes to find it. There we go. There's me in flannel. For a whole stream. Supposedly it fits me well. Okay. Okay, so if selected item is not null, we don't care about the droppable. Just imagine Risky Biscuit, flannel and beard, axe in one hand, corgi in the other, majestically standing atop a freshly felt pine. Hey, if someone wants to draw it, you know, I'd use it somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where I'd use it, but I would use it. Canadian $10. I think this even ends on the 10. I haven't actually had cash in so long that no, $10 bill. What is? Oh, is it? Oh, it's Laurier and Desmond. Okay. Oh no, it used to be it's Laurier. It used to be him, right? That's Laurier, right? Deputy Governor. Oh no, Sir John A. MacDonald. Oh my God. Okay. This is the little founder of the country, right? Like the first prime minister. But then we replaced it with this girl, I guess. I guess she's cooler than the first prime minister. Because, you know. I do like the waterproof aspect. That's smart, you know? I've never actually tested the whole, like, syrup scratchy thing because... She did kind of look tired in that photo, you're right. So I don't need any of these in the transfer option. So what we need to do... I wonder if I should... Should I make an inventory? I might want to make just an inventory thing to transfer. Instead of doing it strictly in here. It's probably better to make it in here. So let's go public bool transfer item to, and so we'll go item instance to transfer, and we'll take inventory to transfer to. I guess I could call it destination. That's probably cleaner. Destination. I know a bit about Canadian money. I live on the Canadian border, so we have a bit of an exchange. That's not released yet. 71 days. Right, so You shoot a laser through it, it also makes a maple. No, but you're suggesting that Alpine Lake. That's a really cool game built by a streamer. And then it's only the $100. I think for some reason it actually smells like maple syrup. Could be a trick of the brain though. Maybe, yeah. So neat. American 100 bales are just green with an old guy on it. They're not even plastic. Yeah. Canadian money is magical. It's like money from some payroll. Unless you want some drugs. I've heard they've been used on some sketchy things sometimes. Okay. So first of all, I just want to check if the inventory or the destination we are passing to equals null, or destination equals this. We're going to debug dot log an error. Actually, I'm gonna. What was I have like a display. Go display. Add error line. Invalid destination. Destination to transfer to. Yeah, I'll leave it then. And then we will return false. We don't want to transfer to it. Otherwise, then we're gonna go and say I think I added specifically okay, so drop item is kind of like the remove specific item. But right, I might actually call this remove specific item or instance, actually. You shall pet the doggo. He's so cute. He's just got the bone pointed perfectly. I'm sorry if I would now set you into pet mode and now you're going to want more pets, but I'm going to try to give you a decent amount of petting. Cutie. Yeah, what a good boy. Okay. So now we're going to go if remove specific instance of to transfer to. And actually, maybe I should go destination dot can add the to transfer. So we're gonna check, can we add it? And then have we removed it? Then we'll go destination dot add to transfer. I think that does end up doing the can add check twice, but it's fine. In this case, we will return true. Otherwise, return false. Those aren't necessarily errors, I guess. I guess. I'll move this into a different one. Go if destination, we can't add it to it. Add a warning line. Whoa, okay. Such a good doggo. Wow. Okay, so 1 second. If you shine a laser through our money, you can smell the unforgettable scent of $100 burning in your hands. Fun fact, Canadian cars have different computers inside them for security purposes. Cars made for American markets have different security features than those in Canada, even for the same years. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that there's different, like, regulations on those. But it's an interesting fact. Such a good doggo. Is it a thing that in Canada they pour maple syrup onto snow and then roll it on a stick? They do that mostly in Montreal, though. Which is not my side of the country. It does not get cold enough where I live typically for that to do much for very long. But it's a cool thing. Can you pet the doggo more than 4,000 times? You can pet the, oh, so you can do a lot of petting. Okay. I'm gonna try to like put the sweet in the bone. Then you have to like lick it out of the bone. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. It's one of the better things I did with my channel point redemptions is make them all dog oriented. Or at least we can maybe do it here for like 2 days a year. If we remember. Right, so this warning is... this should probably have a... So this is an error, so I don't care if this is localized, but this actually is kind of player facing. I'm trying not to add any new strings that are not localized. So it's just going to be a pain later on if I don't. All right, so I do have a buy fail, no inventory space. That's actually kind of perfect for that. I just need to go inventory screen. Is that where I say this? No, that would be in store screen. Where do I put all these? I was in purchase listing. No space, localized. Guess that works. Why don't I make this public? No space. Localized. And then this will be a get private. Oh my god. Stupid. Get private set. And then I can just go over here. And I can go to wherever I was writing that. Function. Space. Oh no, store. It was called store dot. Why are you still here? Store dot. Space localized. Okay, there we go. I know subs should get unlimited doggo treats, like comment and subscribe, and you get to fill that doggo until they become a happy orb or rotund. The doggo roll call is just Kirby right now. This time I'm actually telling the truth because Maddie went with my wife. Yeah, it's just you. You're a good boy. You have your bone. Chew your bone. Each time I like notice him, he's like, "Ooh, is there anything else on the menu?" God damn those eyes. A little mooch. Okay. So right, I have this transfer item thingy. So now I just need to go to here. So if selective item does not equal null and underscore selected inventory does not equal null, then what we're going to do is she is sleeping on the bed, and now the roll. It's been a couple. Yeah, just got to get the wife to do the other side. So I'm gonna say inventory manager dot inventory destination equals underscore selected inventory equals the player inventory. It does underscore container inventory, otherwise underscore player inventory. So if it equals the player inventory, the destination is the container, right? If it does not equal the player, then it's the container, and then we're going to set it to that. And then this is equals, not equals equals. Okay. Destination is good. Good stuff. Have a good night, Whale Lord. Thanks for dropping in again. Hope to see you around. So then we're gonna go rest of your Canada. To be fair, Karazis is actually in, I think, Finland. So that already need to be in colder country. I think it's colder. I'm pretty sure it's colder. I mean, maybe not like the northern of Canada, but like it's colder than like at least where I am. So that's the main thing. It's colder than where I am. Okay, so destination. So we're going to transfer to that. If we successfully transfer it, we actually have an interesting thing where I can actually go, and I'm going to reselect the item, the same item. but it'll be selected in the opposite side, right? Okay. Same with the curve. It is the fairly northern. The main thing that, like, the only real thing that I know about Finland is just, like, their history in, like, I think it's World War II, where they just, like, screwed over, I think it must have been, no, maybe it wasn't World War II, there was another war where they, like, were fighting Russians, and there was, like, a sniper that killed, like, 1,000 Russians or something like that. That was Finnish, I think. He's, like, one of the most accomplished snipers. And he did it all with, like, iron sights, because if you had a scope, you would get, like, your scope would, like, shine, and so people could see it. But if you didn't have a scope, like, you're basically indetectable in the snow. And so he just killed a lot of Russians. That's basically my knowledge on Finland. Besides, you know, where it is geographically and stuff. I know that, but I guess I also know that it used to be, like, occupied by Sweden for a long time. Until they didn't do that. Yeah. Okay, so let me just pick some of these things up. So this needs to be right, I need to recompile for this to show up, I think. That was right before the World War II. Right on. So now there should be... Should there not be in... You know, like an inventory transfer screen. So this is the inventory items. And then... container items, content. This needs to be set to inventory transfer screen, container items. And then these, I still need to change some things here. Because, yeah, this is inventory screen, so change this to transfer, selected item. And then, same thing over here. Inventory transfer. Selected item, yeah, there you go. And then in the detailed view, go and change this to inventory transfer screen, selected item, and then we go into the rest of this should actually be mostly fine except for the consume button, which I need to change. Inventory. Okay, which one is which? This is the currently one. Inventory, transfer screen currently. And this one is inventory screen, transfer screen, consumable. I'll just make sure I save this. Need to, like, sometimes just trigger something so I can actively save the scene. So those are actually changed. So otherwise, sometimes they like to not get saved. Okay, sweet. And then, to be fair, I'm south of the country, in the south of the country, so it gets cold in the winters, but usually not like -40. We had about a week of -30 this year, and everyone complained. Damn. I think the coldest it's ever gotten in like my area is like -15, maybe. Like we've gone up to a mountain, and then you get to like -20 and 30 or something with wind chills, but yeah, I don't think it's ever gotten that cold. Okay, so now this is going to be the transfer button. What I need to know. Okay, so I need to go. Let's just debug. Swap this for this. What? What crack are you on here? No. What? Binding names is not the... That is not the droid you're looking for, Unity. Why would you think binding names is the class that is referenced there? It's never happened before. Refresh. Import. Want the actual... Yeah, what the flip? Okay, well, let's just try maybe doing this the opposite way. We'll go inventory. No, it doesn't even exist as a script. Cancel that. Why? So it goes like this is there or something? Oh, okay, that's why. I named this screen. Okay, so there we go. Now I should be able to swap it. Can I undo the delete? Oh no, it's gonna undo the rename. Oh, god damn it. Is this the droid you're looking for? Good timing. That is excellent timing. I don't know, maybe. What do you have to offer me? What droid are you on offer? How is this droid going to help me? And should I have gotten the 502nd? It's really funny. I'm just thinking, you know, you really missed the opportune time to. You should have been 502 because that was like the, you know, like the clone company. Oh no, or is it the 501st? It was the 501st. Did you actually do that on purpose then? Because that was the battalion, right? That did the was with Anakin all the time. The 501st. Was that on purpose, or was that just like happenstance that you named yourself Droid 501 because of that? Because if so, well done. You don't want to sell me Death 6. You want to go home and reconsider your life. Am I roasting everyone's name? I actually backtracked on it because I actually remembered that he actually had the right number. So it was actually more of a compliment this time. It was a roast that turned into a compliment because I actually was wrong. Right, so this is here. Right, so the thing I need to do is in detailed view, I need to go consume button. Where's the button part? Button. On the button press, you need to go to this. You need to go this, and you need to go this, I think, yeah. And then this, similar thing. You go this. Fun fact, I opened a Word document and let my mom's cat walk on the keyboard and then picked my username from what she wrote. Are you serious? If so, I'm surprised. It sounds like actually like a very cool name that I thought had some sort of like deeper meaning, but yeah. They defected, yeah, it was kind of an accident, but I also thought it was just a good ring to it. And it was a random number enough to be the amount of droids that are in Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2, man, that was a good game. Many good times were done in that game. Or were had in that game, I guess would be the right way to say it. And then we need to change this from drop to transfer all. Or just transfer, I guess. I'm wondering whether or not I need to have like a transfer count. I probably do. So I'll do a transfer all, but then I'll have like a thing to split it or something. Harnessing the power. Okay, we'll just do transfer all for now. We'll make sure this actually works, and then we'll add like the more robust controls to it. Okay. Now the other portion is actually opening this screen. And so to open it, I'm gonna have to do a couple of things. I first want to go to SOS Inventory Manager. So there's actually gonna be 2 storage containers. Where else do I use this? Find all references. And it's successful from base. Okay. So what I'm gonna rename this to is base container inventory R and then we'll make a separate one for 2. This feels like very bad. There's major code smell there. if I went base container inventories and format, and what we'll do is we'll call this underscore this. Yeah, there we go. And then this I'm going to convert into an array, or maybe a list. I'll make it an array, and we'll set it to we'll just set it to 2 for now. You have a lot to say in the world. Cats are interesting creatures. Wouldn't say I fully understand them, but I much prefer dogs. But they're cool enough, I guess. Is that, well, I is less than base container inventories. Length, and then I plus plus. We'll do this, then we basically will go through this array, go this, format, comma I, yeah. And then fuck it. It's just one more call. I don't have to cache something just to do that. That's fine. So this creates an inventory. It adds it to the inventories list with that inventory key. Okay. It works. All right. So basically, I've now created a bunch of container keys. So what I'll do is I now need to make a interactable thing. I go to scripts. This is initiate system. Where's one? Okay, I just want to find the thing. Open store screen. Where is this located? Wherever this located is what I'm going to do this one. Great, C# script. Open container on interact. You think the world would be a better place if cats could talk? Or do you think they would just like be shit talking everyone? You know? Be like, human, feed me, peasant. Do you think that would make your reaction, your opinion of them better and worse? Though I guess if they're smart enough, they would know, like, not to do that, right? They wouldn't just, like, they just won't come out in the open and say that. I should rename this. It's just open container, and then I should rename this. I'll rename it over here. I realize why I don't call it this, because I have a separate thing to do the interact part. They would probably complain a lot, but I feel like they would be smart enough to figure out a way to guilt trip you into feeling bad for them, you know? They would find a way. Basically, I want to copy this, and then put it into the open container code. So just paste that, and then so instead of this, we're gonna rename this to be inventory ID, and then that's how I did it in the other one. No, it's fine, whatever. What? Redo. Okay. So we're gonna go push inventory transfer screen. Dot set container inventory manager dot get or dot instance dot get this. I guess maybe I should if is inventory manager dot inventory so if it actually has an inventory, we'll do that. And yeah. Okay. Else. I'm just gonna go code display dot add error line. Invalid. Okay, so inventory of key paste this. Not found. So in case I screw up the key, I'll have that. But again, let's copy this. Let's go save. Let's go recompile. We're gonna go into our other thing. Go to the scene. Then here, select this box, then I'm gonna move these somewhere else. Just move them out of here first. And I want to move them into here. I think this is like actual items that I care about. Container 1. Actually, I should call them container 0 is the other one. I'll just move it over here. Okay. So these are now going to be interactable. Subject only. and then they're gonna have interact, initiate on interact. Open, I guess I'll call this. That's probably another one I should be localizing fast. We'll do that as a later thing. And then start active, yeah. Then we go open container. Do I still have the thing that I copied? Yes. All right. So the first one's going to be 0. Then I'll swap the other one later. And then so we're going to interact. We're going to toggle. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to drag that in there. Yeah. Oh. Container 1. And then let's go to this one. And we'll go container 1. And then we'll change this to 1. All right. Oh, wait. This should be this. There we go. Open container, open container. 1, 0. All right. Save that. Music. Gone. Continue. Yes. Alrighty then. Let's click play. So let's confirm. Let's go load game. Yeah, load game. Then okay, so the buttons aren't showing up. Right. Also, I wasn't seemingly able to select any of them. But I know the button's not showing up is a problem, so let's fix that first. Go to here. So this one. Yeah, that's not needed. That might have appeared. I don't think I was selecting it though. I just want to see. The other thing is, yeah, this. So I wasn't actually calling the select. One item clicked. This, okay, and then same thing over here. Wait, not in there. In container items. That, do this, go there. One item clicked. There we go. Okay, save that. There we go. So, oh yeah, yesterday I forgot to turn the game off while having dinner, so I guess I'm raising the average by any way I can. Yeah. I wonder if that actually shows up. I don't know, you might have like gone past the cap. Maybe not. Let me just check. This. You know, so like on the bucketed user time, like after you go over 200 minutes, it just doesn't like it. That's the only thing that it shows. Although it's like there's another one that says that like for minimum time played of people, but like you don't show up there. No one's showing there as over 2 hours. So I don't know why that one doesn't work that well. But with 23 people having played, I'm still at a median time though of 15. Although the average supposedly is 53. So Kaz was really pulling that probably. But still 15 minutes, honestly, I think for a median is really good. I just obviously need more people, I think. It's kind of too small of a sample size to really say much. Yeah, the transfer button is still not showing up. Okay. It looks like it should be there. It's not. So let's go and look at why that is. In like 16 hours or so. Jesus. It's still no word door. Which, you know, it's kind of dispelling that whole monkey on a keyboard thing. Like, eventually they'd write Shakespeare, because you've played that many hours, and my random thing hasn't come up with anything. Well, pretty surprising. And if I have 16 by 10, okay, that's even worse. Wondering if I could like get more than just 2 items in a row on each side, but alas. Almost got Kirby. That would have been a good screenshot. Okay, so I'm looking at detailed view. I'm looking at this section aligner, transfer button. Okay. So the button is off. Oh. Okay. I didn't destroy that thing. Let's go in there. Go detailed view. Container. Section aligner. Transfer button. Button. Remove that thing. Alright. Save. Low game, new game, low game, new game, low game. Okay. So while I'm thinking about this, I should just preemptively go to project settings. Player. I'm just gonna change that to 0.2 for the future. Oh crap, I didn't mean to press menu, but we'll see if that actually works. Yeah, sweet. Okay. I thought for sure it said. Okay, so guessing the button doesn't work. I did change the name. Or did I? Oh. Okay, it's localized. It's using localized value. Okay, so let's go and change that so that we actually have a entry transfer all. I say it should have no space there. Okay. Bing, bada, boom. Done, done, done. All right. And then it still isn't working though, so let's transfer selected item. Unclick. Huh. Okay, so there's probably some code issue then there. Yeah. All right, so what's happening here? In inventory transfer screen, transfer selected item. I guess I need to attach A. So I need to set a timer. To wrap up in like 10 minutes. So I can actually raid somebody and hang out for a bit of time. If I set it for 10 minutes at least. Okay. So transfer all. So this gets hit. Selected inventory. This actually equals something. Okay. The destination. Okay, so this equals the key. Selected inventory is my player inventory. Okay. I'm going to transfer item to the destination. Does it actually happen? No, it does not. Okay. So what's failing here? Actually, wrong thing to look into. That's wrong. Okay, so this doesn't matter. Okay, so go here. Alright, so that's fine. Right, the destination can add. So no, because that didn't fail either. So it failed the remove specific instance. Interesting. So it's saying it didn't actually have this item. There's an empty list with that item. I wonder if that's because I already clicked that, so I don't have a way of closing this window. Cancel or I should close it. But, oh no, they just know my keyboard is not connected. No, okay, it's just stuck there. Okay, can I F8 run from here? No. Okay, I'll just have to click reload. That is really weird though. That should. Yeah, so I don't need to do the I though. Let's not do that. But oh, pop. That's why it wasn't working. Yeah. Let's maybe just recompile that change just because we should have it. I should actually say if list dot count now equals 0. We should be going remove this. Shouldn't even have that, but guess I should be doing that there too. Or I guess I could actually go if the item, then yeah, we just remove specific instance consumable item, right? That's basically exactly what this is doing. Let's just do that. What else would I do? Okay, let's click play. But back to the actual thing is that something was going wrong here. Was like removing it, but I guess it wasn't adding it, or maybe I was just not oh, I transferred them, but I didn't actually handle that transferring in the lists. That's what it is. Okay, so if I transfer them, I need to go and actually I don't even necessarily need to do this. I just need to go underscore selected in actually no, I do actually need to go like this. We go inventory items, remove selected item, and then we go the other one, or container items dot add underscore selected item. And then just switch that around for this. Okay, that was what was throwing it off, because we weren't actually changing the lists that we're displaying. We just changed the behind the scenes inventory. I'm starting to think whether or not I should just have inventory have a thing like this. It should just be in there, and then that gets modified instead of having to manage a lot of these things separately. That might be smarter. It just gets still tricky because then you're managing two separate sources of truth. The dictionary and the items. Load game, new game, load game. No, my version 2 didn't stay because I changed that in play mode. Alright, well I guess I'll change that later. Okay, so transfer all. No, it didn't work. Okay, well, let's click on another one, and did I did recompile this change, right? I'm not sure if I did. No, I did not. Okay, that's probably why this didn't get handled. Load game. Should honestly just save myself right here. Transfer all. Woo! Even even holds it, so I can go back and forth. Oh, isn't that cool? Okay, so it isn't doing the slots on that. It should be still displaying the slots, right? But that is cool. So let's store sedatives here, and then let's go to the other one. And then let's store bandages here. Let's come back to here, back to here. And then let's save, and then let's reload. And then sedatives are there, bandages are still there. Woo! It actually works. Okay, small little change of adding when I transfer items. I want to still hold the I need to like remove nulls and stuff like that. So if I remove it, so yeah, and then remove, and then in the underscore container inventory there, we remove, we add them, and then if we're doing this, we go remove a null. I guess fill the slot, I guess. Same kind of comment. But this would be player inventory and inventory items. It's container inventory and container items. You could, like, hypothetically, I could just go, replace the slot, but then there's an empty slot, and then I have to sort it. So this is effectively just a sort mechanism, anyway. So, and then we remove, and then we add. So inventory items, inventory items. And then I need to copy though. This is a similar thing here. Just go container and container items. All right. just look on my Twitch. He's actually streaming right now. Ooh, Rez is actually streaming. Might go to see him. Cause he's been very supportive, so I can finally catch one of his streams. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, now it shows up if I go transfer. You removed all of them? Weird. I'm also just thinking that there's actually some edge cases here where if you had like, say I had like put some scrap metal in here, and then I went to and I got more scrap metal. If I transferred it, it should actually go and do an add function there. Oh, I guess it does do add, right? It just removes the item. I guess actually, one second, I should do if container items dot count is greater than max slots, then we remove so interesting because that should only remove one. And then the remove, though, will always remove it. And then the, I guess, yeah, the same logic here I want to do is if inventory items dot count is now greater than this, then we remove it. Because if we do the add and it doesn't actually remove that, then it wouldn't matter. Okay. Right. Okay, so what I want to do first, just figure out. Yeah. Okay, so when I transfer it, it keeps it. But when I transfer something back, so if I'm removing something from the container item, this is, yeah, so remove it when you add and then we remove a null, but it seems to remove more than one. But remove shouldn't be doing that, so Because there's literally like a remove. I could remove just that inventory items count. -1. That'd probably do it. Kind of riskier, but the nulls are always going to be the end, so I feel like it's fairly safe to do that. And then right, remove it. Yeah. One last try, then we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna do some rating. Okay, is it good? I don't know what's happening there. Okay. Oh, hey Booyah. Sorry. SOS. Yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes a bit finicky. I know Kara's has said it's like actually got like banned from doing that. We were trying to get him into the world. No, okay, that was worse. It was definitely worse than any of what I just did here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm done. I guess what we could do is insert 0, comma there. And then do the same thing here. Insert 0, comma there. All right. Are you about to get streaming too, Booyah? Or are you just starting out for the day or something? I've been very naughty and continue to do this. Nice. Okay. I'm going to be sleeping by then, but have a good stream. Still working, yeah. And this is last try. If anything goes wrong, I'm just gonna have to fix it off stream while I raid, because I'm late. All right, transfer. That's still not what I wanted. What happens if I... That way works. This way definitely doesn't work. Okay. So if I'm transferring here, insert other items. If... Oh, right. This is why this part doesn't work. Container slots is greater than 0, and I need to do this like everywhere now. You know, it really only matters for the container ones, but Or no, this is player inventory. Just copy that. Yeah, and I said I need to do this off stream, so I will. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna raid Rez as long as he allows me to. Yes, and we're gonna say hi to him. He's working on playing on Dead Space, but he's been supporting the stream a lot and supporting playing the game. So I'm gonna give him a little raid. Check him out, and I'll see you guys next time, which maybe tomorrow at noon or the next day at night. Probably. Those are one of the two options. We'll see. Anyways, thanks everyone for jumping in, and I'll see you around. Bye bye now. Oh wait, I always forget. Okay, we gotta wait. Okay, now bye. See you guys. Enjoy the Dead Space.